All right, let's start this interview. Our next one is going to be Mr. Leo. For Leo, we're going to be in a city most of the way up a mountain range. There is a huge path leading up and up and up the mountain, almost not necessarily reaching the clouds, but trying to. The entrance to the city is a massive stone wall that expands from one end of this mountain sort of to the other, and it's built into like this crevice, and the city goes up the side of this mountain. We're going to go about 3/4 of the way up this city and zoom in on a not necessarily small, but a humble church outside of a plaza in the city. There are stained glass windows shining blue, gold, and silver light across the entryway as our young Leo sits talking with one of his mentors. Go ahead and describe what Leo looks like.
Leo is a half-orc, stands about 6'2", I want to say. He has brown eyes, very soft features for a hawk. He has very small tusks. They're not like large like normal orcs, but they're very small. He's got a slim build. He wears a scarf around his neck, and just beneath that, he wears a necklace. The armor that he's wearing is very pristine, very clean, as if it's never seen battle. And the shield that's on his back has also never seen battle. And what you notice mostly about him is that he does not carry a weapon.
Beautiful. To set the scene on what we're approaching, just a few minutes ago, Father Idel Izabar, who is sort of like the head of this church that you're a part of, he had this program set up that you're volunteering to help with, and you were just checking in with him to get all the supplies. He pointed you to a couple boxes that a few other people are helping you bring outside, and you're going to be passing out some of the clothes, like heavy coats, cloaks, gloves, boots even, just a variety of cold weather accessories that people might need. Just right outside of the church. So you guys are going to take a table out there, hand out some of these clothes, and, help out the city a little bit. So you head out there. Father Edel continues with his work inside the church. And you're outside handing off clothes to various people. Not all of these necessarily look like homeless or beggars necessarily, but just people who are saying, I'm in need of some new clothes, and the church is volunteering to give them out. I'll take one. As you are handing these out, after about 5 or 10 minutes, you're approached by a man with shaggy brown hair. He's got sort of like clothes that do not look like he should be in the city. He's wearing like a thin long sleeve shirt and some like sort of almost raggedy pants, like he doesn't really take care of them, and then flip-flops for some reason in this cold city. But you're approached by this man, and he walks up to you sort of shivering, and he says, hey, are you guys just giving these away for free?
Yes, sir. Would you like some?
Oh, yeah, I could use a jacket. I'll take some pants, those gloves for sure. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. And maybe a scarf, too. And he just starts, like, picking out random things to get, almost like putting together an outfit. Like, he's taking some things just because they look good. Go ahead and, for our first roll of tonight, give me a perception check.
No, I did it in
What'd you get?
I got an 8.
An 8. Okay, not great.
Yeah.
Not
it's beautiful.
Super good.
I love it.
On an 8, not great. You're only going to notice like the basics about this guy. Underneath his curly, messy, wild hair, you see a couple of tiny little horns sticking out. And then that sort of catches your attention, and you look at the rest of him. And then through some of the holes in his pants towards the bottom, you see fur. And then his flip-flops actually aren't even flip-flops. You thought they were just like open-toed shoes, but they're just covers for what look to be hooves. This guy's definitely interesting, definitely strange, not something you've seen before. But he collects all of these clothes as you're sort of eyeing them up and down, gets a big bundle, and he just says, "Hey, can I go change in there?" And he points at the church.
Sure.
Cool, I'll be back. And he heads off, drops something, and then tries to reach down and pick it up, drops another thing, kicks that up with his foot, catches it, and then heads off into the church. No more than a minute or two later, he comes back out, decked head to toe in these like thick winter furs that you guys are giving out. And he walks back up to you and reaches out his hand and he says, "Appreciate it."
He's going to reach out his hand, shake his, and then, are you feeling warmer now?
Oh, yeah, this is significantly better. Oh my gosh.
Perfect.
Well, hey,
Perfect.
I'm Cristoph Maneo, Professor Maneo, Mr. Maneo, I don't care, whatever you want to call me. Do you think you could take a, 10-minute break?
Sure. For what reason?
Oh, I'm here to interview you for the school.
Oh, of course, yes, definitely. Yeah, let me,
Yeah, you can have
just
one
let
of your
someone
friends cover your station, right? Well, let's go. And he, sort of
Perfect.
puts his hand on your back, and you guys walk through the city, and he, rubs his hands that have gloves on them now together and bundles up. You guys just sort of walk around the plaza, and you don't even know where he's taking you. He just guides you guys around. As you guys start to leave and walk around this plaza, he looks around and realizes that he doesn't really know where he's going. He just says, "Do you think we could go somewhere with, walls and hot drinks?"
Sure. We could probably go into the church if you'd like.
Does the church have drinks?
I'm sure there's something in there.
All right, sure. And he follows you in there. You guys walk in. You go through this little entryway section, just like a rectangular, very simple. There's a couple decorative art pieces. There's a coat rack and a place to put, dirty shoes and things like that. And then the rest of the church opens up into this sort of circular area with rooms off to the sides and the back. You just pull you guys off to the side of that circular area where there's a table set aside and you guys sit in some chairs, and he does go over and grab a drink from the drink station that's in that big open space. You guys sit down and he says, "Oh, so why do people even live here? It's so cold. It's single-digit degrees."
It is. Why do people choose to live in the desert? I guess
Yeah, that's a good point.
some people need somewhere to belong.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with you there. So, can I ask, are there a
Sure.
lot of green people here?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean by green people.
Half-orcs.
Half-orcs. Oh, we could
Yeah.
use half-orcs. I mean, we stand out. There's not too many here, honestly.
Sure, I get that. A lot. He holds up
Yeah.
one of his legs, and you see he pulls up his pants a little bit, and you see the fur there, and he's like, it happens.
Yeah. You're definitely not from around here.
No, not even remotely close.
I see. How do you feel being here?
Cold. I feel so cold.
I'm so
Let
sorry.
me tell you. I mean, hey, I don't have to visit places like this very often. I prefer to stick with the warm temperatures. I like the beach. Oh, I love the beach. You ever been to the beach?
I have not been to the beach. No,
We gotta
spent
change
a
that.
lot of my time here.
We got. You know what? When we get back to the school, I'm gonna see if I can't pull some strings and get one of y'all's assignments, whatever group you end up with, to go to Averton. The Goldcrest beaches are phenomenal. They're so good.
It sounds
They're
amazing,
beautiful.
actually.
Oh,
I'm holding you to that.
all right. Hey, don't hold me at all. Teacher-student boundaries, kid. Anyway, what's that necklace? Can I see it?
Sure.
You pull out your necklace, and to pull up the visual here, just a amulet sitting around your neck on the outside of your clothes and the armor that you might be wearing. He sort of reaches across and fiddles with it and pokes his finger with it. And he's like, "Ow, that's kind of sharp." Sets it back down. He's like, "It looks cool. I don't know much about that. I'm assuming," and he sort of motions around at the church. This doesn't. Where are the pews? Where's the altar and that stuff. This isn't church, right?
It is. It's not your traditional church. We don't really have services or anything here.
Okay.
It's hard to explain, honestly.
A church without service. Yeah, I mean, hey, school might as well cancel all the classes, right?
I guess.
Anyway, let's get on with this. I got some questions I'm supposed to ask you, kid. We'll just start real basic. And he pulls out like a crumpled piece of paper from one of his pockets, and he says, "So, why did you choose I can't spell that. Why did you choose Ura Lumis? What do you hope to gain from the school? What do you want?"
Well, I'm a cleric in a city where there's no magic.
There's no magic here?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Exactly.
You don't have anybody here?
There may be some. I know that I am one. There may be some, but we don't really use magic here.
Oh, well.
At all.
Crying shame.
It's very unfortunate. I feel like an outcast.
He starts reading through the rest of the paper. He's like, do you think you'll be able to work with a party? What sort of classes do you want to take? Blah, blah. Okay, yeah, these are boring. And he just sets the paper down. He says, let's get to the fun stuff. I'll just fill that in later.
Sure.
What's like the craziest thing you've ever seen? The most out there, wild thing. You ever been attacked by a dragon?
No, none of that.
Well,
No
me
monsters. Where did you walk in from when you came in?
Where did I walk in from?
Mm-hmm.
The plaza.
Did you see any bodies?
No.
No? Well,
I mean, I literally came into the city like 30 feet away from you, and I walked straight towards you. It wasn't very hard to find a green guy.
I see.
Got teleported here.
Well, then you're lucky. Because here, they like to duel over disagreements, so a lot of the time you'll find bodies are just lying in the street.
Do the guards not clean that up?
I suppose someone eventually comes and cleans it. I know it's not me. Any type of dispute happens.
That is...
People like to fight over it.
Crazy.
Pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
What about you? You win some duels in your day, huh? Pull out the old sword and
My friend, do you see me carrying a weapon?
No, other than these two bad boys right here. Am I right?
Hey, right? No, I don't believe in violence.
No? What? Okay.
Not at all.
That's, I won't judge you for that. That's totally fine.
Cleric.
So you're a cleric who doesn't like violence, who wants to help people. You're passing out clothes, doing all this good. So I'm assuming that you want to come to Ura Lumis because you want to learn how to properly help people, and you think that right now, learning your clerical magic is just that. Am I right?
Exactly.
See, I didn't even need to go over the questions. It's all so basic.
Easy to read.
So, do you not fight people, or do you not fight anything? Like, have you ever fought like a bear?
No, like I said, I don't believe in any violence.
That's a shame. Bear wrestling, so fun.
Bear wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
This is something
I don't
you've
know
experienced?
I don't know if that'd be a you thing. It's kind of a me thing, and for my druid students, because like we'll turn into the bears and then we'll wrestle, so it's a little different than just trying to straight up wrestle a bear.
You'll turn into the bear.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that.
I bet you would.
Are you going to do it?
No, we're in a church apparently.
Well, I mean, there's bodies in the street. People fight all the time.
Well, I feel like the view would be a little bit different if there was a bear, because you guys aren't super like magic, and they're gonna think I'm just a normal bear that got in the city somehow. Flying bears, wouldn't that be a thing?
You know, accurate. Don't do it. Bad idea.
So you're pacifist. You don't want to fight anything. You do know that going to the school, you're gonna like be put with the group and sent out on missions, right? That's kind of like how you pay for the school.
Right. I am aware. Mm-hmm. I'm more support, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Can see that. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to challenge those ideals, man. That's your own prerogative. I think I respect your decision to want to help people, and I respect your dedication to go to school just to do that. I'm just be careful, because if you don't want to protect yourself against an owlbear that's jumping at you.
I have a shield.
Perfect. You're actually totally safe. Why did I say that? Well, listen, kid.
try.
He takes the paper and crumples it back up and stuffs it into his pocket. You did pretty good, I guess. I got some other people here in the city to find, so I won't take up too much of your time. I'll let you get back out there and, pass out cloaks to homeless people or whatever you're doing. But
Sure.
I'll see you in a few weeks, yeah?
I appreciate your time.
Yeah, hey, appreciate you. And then he transforms himself into a hawk and goes to fly out the building.
Leo's jaw drops. Yeah.
A couple seconds later, you hear just like a pecking sound on wood, almost like someone knocking on the door, just like a da-da-da-da-da.
I turn around to see what it is.
You look down like the entryway, and you see the hawk that he turned into just like knocking at the door with its beak.
How interesting.
He looks at you and squawks. Bop, 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 bop.
I don't know what to do. School's going to be wild.
It cranes its neck towards the door.
Okay, I
It
guess I'm going to go
ruffles its
towards the door.
Feathers. You walk up towards the door, and the hawk like smacks its head against the door.
I'm going to open it.
You open it, and he flies away out into the city.
Probably should have thought about that before he left like that.
And Leo is left to ponder that strange interaction. You go back, you continue to pass out clothes, think about that. Is there anything specific on Leo's mind now that he's, almost dedicated to going to the school?
School is going to be insane, I can already tell.
You think about that to yourself as you pass out clothes to people who come up and just sort of give you a courteous nod, and we watch as some light snowfall, even though it's the summer or early fall right now, covers the landscape, and we see this somewhat quiet and peaceful town zoom out as we leave Leo to do his job.